Something you said landed. And I do not mean landed gently. I mean it broke something open in them. Something they have been carrying ever since. Welcome back. I'm Lily. Lily Raven Tarot. If you are new here, stay close. We do not do surface level in this space. And today, the cards are sitting with something heavy. Let's get into it. The very first thing that came through before I even shuffled. Okay, so before I even get into the cards, I need you to understand something. There was a moment, a specific moment, where something you said, maybe without even fully realizing the weight of it, landed in this person in a way that nothing has landed in a very long time. Not a grand speech, not a dramatic confrontation. Something real, something true. Something that came from a place so genuine in you that it cut straight through every wall they had built. And they have not been the same since. Now here is the part I need you to actually hear. They are not just thinking about what you said. They are replaying it over and over, in quiet moments, at inconvenient times. When they are trying to focus on something else entirely, it comes back. Your words, sitting in their mind like something they cannot put down. And the reason they cannot put it down is not because it hurt them in a bad way. It is because it was true. And truth, real, unfiltered, this person actually sees me, truth, is something this person has not experienced in a very long time. What their energy actually looks like right now. Let me tell you what their days look like right now. Because the outside version of this person looks composed, functioning, moving through their life, doing all the things they are supposed to do. But inside, it is a different story entirely. Inside, something shifted, and the shift happened because of you. They wake up, and for a few seconds, everything feels normal. And then it arrives, that specific thing you said, sitting right there, already waiting for them. They try to redirect. They go to work. They fill the hours. They stay busy enough that they almost forget. Almost. And then a quiet moment arrives. And there you are again. Your words, your voice, the exact way you said the thing you said. And they feel it all over again. Now here is what is interesting about this energy. They are not replaying it because it wounded them. They are replaying it because part of them recognized something in what you said. Something true about themselves. Something they had been avoiding. Something no one else had the clarity or the courage to actually say out loud. And now that it has been said, they cannot unfind it. What you actually did, and most people miss this completely. Okay, here is what I actually want to talk about. Because I think you might be sitting with this moment and second-guessing yourself. Wondering if you said too much. Wondering if you should have stayed quiet. I need you to hear this. What you did was not damage. What you did was see someone. Really see them. Not the version they present. Not the curated, composed, has everything handled version they show the world. The real one. And you reflected that real version back to them. Clearly. Directly. Without cruelty, but without softening it into something comfortable either. And that specific combination of clarity and care is something most people never experience from another person. Most people in this person's life tell them what they want to hear. They validate. They smooth things over. They keep the peace. You did something different. You told them the truth, and they were not prepared for it. Not because the truth was harsh, but because it was accurate in a way that reached somewhere inside them that they thought was invisible. They thought nobody could see that part. You saw it. And now they cannot stop thinking about the person who did. Something about them that explains everything. I want to spend some time on who this person actually is, because it explains why what you said hit so hard. This is not someone who is easily moved. They have built something around themselves over the years. Not walls exactly, more like a very practiced composure. A way of moving through the world that keeps things from getting too close, too real, too much. They learned to do this. Something, or a series of somethings, taught them that letting people fully in was a risk with costs they were not always willing to pay. So they developed this ability to engage without being truly reached, to be present without being vulnerable, to let people think they are getting the real version when really they are just getting a very convincing performance of it. And it works. On most people. But not on you. Because you were not trying to get through their armor. You were not strategizing or calculating or looking for the gap. You were just honest. And honest. Real, unperformed, coming from a genuine place, honest, has a way of reaching people that no strategy ever could. It slipped past everything they had built and landed somewhere they did not expect. Now they are sitting with the feeling of having been actually seen for the first time in a long time. And they do not know what to do with it. The specific thing happening in their mind right now. So here is what is actually going on inside their head. They are having conversations with you. Not real ones. Internal ones. They are replaying what you said. And then they are constructing what they wish they had said back. The response they wanted to give but did not, because they were caught off guard, because they were not ready, because something in your words reached them before their defenses could respond. And in those internal conversations, they are more honest with you than they have been with anyone in a very long time. They say things to the version of you in their head that they have never said out loud. They admit things about themselves, about their choices, about the gap between who they actually are and the version they have been presenting to the world. And then the real conversation ends. And they are back in their life. And the weight of what they admitted, even just internally, is sitting in them like something they cannot put back. Here is the thing about that. That internal honesty is the beginning of something. They are not just thinking about what you said. They are thinking about what it revealed about them. And that is a very different and very significant thing. Something else is in this energy, and I have to name it. There is a third energy here. And it has been sitting underneath this reading since I started. There is someone, not the person we have been focused on, someone else, who is not comfortable with what happened between you two. They witnessed something, or heard about it, or felt the shift in energy that followed what you said, and they are not okay with it. This is someone who had a very specific investment in things staying the way they were. In you staying quiet. In the dynamic continuing exactly as it had been before you said what you said. Because what you said disrupted something. Not just for this person, for the whole arrangement around them. And this third energy is doing things. Small things. The kind of things that are designed to introduce doubt, to make you second-guess yourself, to make you wonder if you should have stayed quiet after all. A comment here, a look there, something said just slightly wrong to just the right person. Do not give that energy your attention. What you said was true, and truth, when it is real, does not need defending. It just needs time. What this is doing to them emotionally, and this part is a lot. Okay, I need to talk about the emotional reality of where this person is right now, because I think you deserve to understand the full picture. What you said did not just make them think, it made them feel, and feeling, really feeling, not the managed version of it, is something this person has been working very hard to avoid. They have systems, ways of keeping things at a distance, ways of intellectualizing emotion instead of actually experiencing it. What you said bypassed all of that. It landed before the system could engage, and now they are sitting with feelings they did not ask for. Feelings they do not have a category for. Feelings that keep surfacing at inconvenient moments and refusing to be rationalized back into manageability. And the feeling underneath all of it is something that looks a lot like being known. The specific vulnerability of realizing that someone saw the real thing, not the performance, the actual real thing, and did not look away, did not run, did not use it against them, just said what they saw. That is rare. And they know it is rare. And that knowing is making everything more complicated for them. Because now they have to decide what to do with someone who sees them like that. What they want to do, but haven't yet. There is a very specific energy around them right now. An unfinished energy. Like something that wants to move forward but keeps stopping itself. They want to say something to you. I feel that clearly. Not to undo what you said, not to argue with it, but to respond to it. Actually respond. Not with a deflection or a defense or the composed non-answer they usually give when something gets too real. A real response. But every time they get close to forming it, something stops them. Because a real response requires them to be as honest as you were. And that kind of honesty is new territory. They are not someone who walks into new territory easily. They like to understand the ground before they step on it. They like to know what they are getting into before they commit to getting into it. What you opened is unfamiliar ground, and they are standing at the edge of it. Wanting to step forward, not quite ready to, but closer than they have ever been. And every day that passes without saying anything, every day that what you said continues to sit unanswered inside them, the closer they get. What you need to understand about your power in this? Okay, now you. Because I think there is something important here that you are not giving yourself credit for. You were brave. Not in the dramatic sense. In the quiet, specific, this cost me something sense. Because saying a true thing, a real, unfiltered, this might not land well, true thing, to someone who has all their defenses up, that takes something. Most people do not do it. Most people read the room, feel the armor, and decide to say the easier version instead. The version that keeps everything smooth, that does not risk the reaction, that maintains the comfortable distance everyone has agreed to maintain. You did not do that. You said the real thing. And I need you to stop questioning whether you should have. Because here is what the cards are showing me very clearly right now. What you said was not too much. It was not out of place. It was not something you need to walk back or apologize for or package differently. It was the truth. And the reason it is still living in them, the reason they cannot stop turning it over, cannot stop replaying it, cannot stop sitting with it in the quiet moments, is because they already knew it was true. You did not tell them something new. You named something they had been successfully avoiding. And now that it has a name, they cannot pretend it does not exist. What is actually coming from all of this? Something is shifting. Not just in them, in the whole dynamic between you. What you said changed something in the architecture of this connection. It recalibrated things. It moved the relationship, whatever form it takes, from one level of reality to another. Before what you said, there was a version of this that could stay comfortable and unexamined. After what you said, that version is gone. And something more real is forming in its place. That does not mean it is going to be easy. Real things rarely are, but easy was never what you were looking for anyway. What you were looking for was real. And what you said, that honest, clear, undefended thing, was the most direct path to it. Because you showed them exactly who you are. And they showed you, in the specific way they responded, in the way they have been carrying it ever since. Exactly who they are becoming. Pay attention to that. Because the person who cannot stop thinking about what you said is a person in the middle of changing. And the thing that broke something open in them was you. Last card. This one is yours to keep. Here is the last thing. And I need you to actually receive this one. You have probably been sitting with some version of, did I say too much? Was I too honest? Did I push something too far? Let that go. What you said was not damage. What you said was light. The specific, uncomfortable, necessary kind of light that reaches into a dark room and shows what has always been there, just unseen. You did not break this person. You woke them. And waking someone, really waking them, not just disturbing their surface, but reaching something deep and real inside them, is one of the most significant things one human being can do for another. That is what happened. That is what is still happening. Every time they replay your words, every time they sit with what you said and feel it land differently than it did the first time, every time they get a little closer to forming a real response. That is not breakage. That is movement. The kind of movement that only happens when someone says the true thing. And you said, own that. Not with pride, exactly. With something quieter than pride. With the specific confidence of someone who knows the truth was always worth saying. even when it was uncomfortable, even when it landed hard, even when it broke something open that had been carefully closed for a very long time. Especially then. If something in this reading sat with you, good. That is exactly what it was supposed to do. This is Lily Raven Tarot, a space for the person who is done softening their truth to make other people comfortable, done editing themselves down, done wondering if what they feel and see and know is too much to say out loud. It is not too much. It is the whole point. If my words helped you, subscribe and stay close. These readings were made for exactly where you are. If this one moved something, like this video, it helps the next person find it. The one who is sitting with something true they are afraid to say. Think of someone in your world carrying something they need to say, but keep swallowing back down. Send this to them. No explanation needed. Just send it. They will understand everything before they reach the last line. And if you want to go deeper, if you want to know what this person does next, whether they finally respond, where this whole thing goes from here, drop it in the comments. Tell me what you said, because I am invested enough to want to know, and nosy enough to ask. Until the next truth reveals itself, stay close.